Om Sai Ram. I am Dr. Sainath Keshav Gavankar, son of Mahabhakta Dr. Keshav Bhagwanta Gavankar, alias Anna Sahib Gavankar. Now I am going to tell about his meeting with the Sai Baba, how it has occurred. Anna Sahib born on 20th April 1906 near Arnala near Mumbai. When he was 7 years old, he was running down with a temperature. Anna Sahib uncle Vitthal Kaka was also RMP doctor. Anna Sahib auntie, that is Atya, Tamabai, was there to look after him. When temperature was going on, they called another doctor, Dr. Galvankar from this Arnala. They started giving treatment to Anna Sahib. There was no relief. So all were worried. What to do? So it was decided that we'll take this child to Mumbai and we'll consult some specialists about his disease. So accordingly, he was brought in Mumbai and he was shown to Dr. Bhadkamkar and Dr. Rao. They diagnosed him that there is a pus in his chest that is called empyema, and for that only remedy is operation. Dr. Rao and Bhadkamkar told my father's uncle that he should get operated. Uncle asked him whether he will get cured. They said that is not definite. We are not 100% sure whether he will get cured or not. So Vitthal Panta, uncle of Anna Sahib, decided instead of going for operation, we will go to Arnala again. So they brought Anna Sahib back to Arnala. Anna Sahib aunt Thamabai, she was worried. Since there is no medical treatment for this child, what will happen to him? So she was thinking. Meanwhile, Yashwantrao Galvankar, son-in-law of Hemadpant, Anna Sahib Dabolkar, he had came from Shirdi along with Baba's photo, Baba's Udi. When he came to know about this thing, he came to our place. He saw the scene there that the child was sleeping there and his auntie was worried about his health. The Vitthal Panta told Galvankar that there is no remedy in our medical field. What will happen? So Yashwantrao Galvankar said, since there is no doctor for him, I am got one doctor, that is Sai Baba's photo. That photo was there. You tell that he is now your doctor. He will cure your child. So accordingly, the platform was brought. The photo was kept on that platform and one coconut was brought. And that coconut was given to my Vitthal Panta, and Vitthal Panta put that coconut in front of Baba's photo. And he said, now Baba, it is up to you. You have to cure this child. Now there is no hopes, but you are our doctor. And after that, if he gets cured, we will bring him for your darshan at Shirdi with 5 ser pedas. The vow was done, and after that, all went away. Now Vitthal Kaka and Thamabai, they were sleeping nearby my father's body. And in the sleep, Thamabai saw that one fakir had come and he asked, where is my coconut, to Thamabai. Thamabai gave that coconut to that fakir. He saw that fakir spread his hand over my father's body. When that fakir went away, she came out of the sleep and she saw that my father's body has become cold. So she started crying when there was temperature about some hours before and now the body is very cold. So she thought that there is something bad has happened and she started crying. So she called a doctor. Doctor was just sleeping in the first floor of this building. He came down and he saw that and he said that nothing to worry. Pulse is there. You don't worry about this Keshav. He is all right. The next day morning, when doctor came to examine Keshav, he saw that his bunion was very tight to his chest. So he tore that bunion and he removed that bunion. Then he saw that At the side of the left side of the chest, near the heart, the hole was there, and the pus was oozing from that hole. So doctor drained that pus and then gave some treatment, and my father became all right. And all were happy that without operation, Keshav got cured. After that, the education was there. Keshav started going to school for his education, primary education. At the age of 12, just he was in standard 5 or 7, in the month of January, they came to know that 5 years back, we had decided that we vote to Sai Baba that we will come to Shirdi with this Keshav and we will offer 5 ser pedas to him. So Ramchandra Kaka and other relatives of my father, they went to Shirdi along with Keshav. When they entered the Shirdi, they saw that there is a line of Sai devotee waiting for darshan of Sai Baba. My uncle, my father, Keshav was also standing in one of the line. Sai Baba saw that boy, my father, and called him, "Come here, where is my pedas?" So Ramchandra gave that box of peda to Keshav and asked him, "Go give it to Baba." Accordingly, my father went towards Baba, offered namaskar to Baba, and gave that box of pedas in Baba's hand. Baba took 4 pedas from that box and put it in my father's mouth. And after that, he started eating all the pedas. He did not distribute that pedas among the other devotees who were standing nearby. Madhavrao Deshpande, Elish Shama, was standing just nearby Baba. He saw this thing and asked Baba, "Baba, you are not distributing all these pedas to us. Why you are eating all these pedas yourself?" Baba mentioned, "This boy has kept me hungry for 5 years." So the vow was taken 5 years back. Baba reminded about that vow, that 5 years back it was vowed that they will offer 5 ser pedas to me. And after 5 years they are coming to Shirdi and offering pedas to me. My father was there in Shirdi about 1 week. Once he went to take a darshan of Baba. Baba asked him, "Give me dakshina." My father was not knowing what is the meaning of dakshina. So just he stood dumb there in front of Baba. Meanwhile, immediately Madhavrao Deshpande, who was standing nearby, took my father's hand and kept that my father's hand in Baba's hand and said to my father, "Say, Diya." So accordingly my father said, "Diya." Baba said, "Liya." Only 2 words were said, that Diya and Liya. So after that 2 words, the Baba put that his hand in his kapni and told this Madhavrao Deshpande, "Now this kapni belongs to him. It is his property." And so Madhavrao Deshpande told Baba, "Baba, he just 12 years old. He don't know about the significance of this kapni. Since he is young, I will keep that kapni with me, and when he becomes older, I will hand it over to him." One day, when my father went to take a darshan of Baba, Baba took the tuft of my father. My father had just had this thread ceremony, and Baba took that tuft and put my father's head on his feet. Father saw one electrified lightning in front of his eyes. Then again once Baba went to him, Baba slapped my father's cheek and said, "Go, Allah tera bhara karega." And there was only about 1 week my father was there in the Shirdi with Baba. This is the first meeting of my father with Sai Baba, and from then onwards my father came to Mumbai and Baba took Samadhi in October.